Tongue-Tie Peninsula. This season, we're honoring heroes. Now, family isn't just about being related by blood. It's about the unconditional bond between a parent and a child. This week, we're helping a family who've opened up their doors to wonderful kids in need. And the renovation starts right now. So, Michael, Paige, and Johnny, we are traveling through Leon County, just outside of Tallahassee, Florida, on our way to meet the Kassas family. It is George and Barbara and their 7 kids. Now, this is a compassionate family who have dedicated their lives to giving care to adopted kids with special needs. Take a look at this tape and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, it's the Kassas family from Tallahassee, Florida.
Hi, I'm Dad, George.
I'm Mom, Barbara.
I'm Chris, I'm 16.
I'm Maddie, I'm 15.
I'm Melody, I'm 14.
I'm Martin, I'm 10.
I am Phoenix and I am 9. And I'm Celeste and I am 6.
When George met Barbara, they quickly realized they were soulmates. They both enjoyed careers providing service to others. George was a dentist who cared for inmates at a state prison, and Barbara was a teacher who cared for children with learning and behavioral issues. They had their first son, Chris, in 1992. Then Barbara and George decided to expand their family.
I'm adopted myself, and I always wanted to adopt. We adopted 6 kids from China, but we started one at a time. We opted for special needs children because they are the ones that waited longer or might never have an opportunity for a home.
First, they adopted Phoenix, who was born with a cleft palate. Then they found Celeste, who also had a severe cleft palate. Both girls had to have surgeries and speech therapy.
I had 2 surgeries in China and 3 surgeries here, so that equals 5 surgeries.
Next came Julia, who was born deaf, and then Aileen, who was abandoned at an older age. They also took in Melody, who was born blind. And finally, they adopted Martin, who was born with missing bones in his right arm and hand.
Without adoption, my siblings would be in much worse situations than they are now. Basically, coming to America is like a miracle to them.
If we didn't have any mom and dad, we would still be in an orphanage in China.
When I met my mom and dad, I feel safety, secure, and happy. And the first time in a very long time.
To be a part of this family, it's the best thing in my life.
We love the Chinese culture. We love music. We love dance. Because of language problems and not speaking English, music is universal. So music has become a very integral and important part of our family. Besides love, it is the other flowing influence that helps circulate and bring everybody together.
We've taken calls from parents who are entertaining the idea of adopting a special needs child. Sometimes I'll get a phone call and George will say, oh, she's talking adoption, it's gonna be an hour and a half. But I always feel like that's a child who has a chance of getting a family.
George and Barbara are my heroes. They are heroes in this community to a lot of us who have adopted children from Asian countries, but they go beyond that. They didn't just adopt any children, they adopted the most difficult to place. They adopted older children with severe special needs. They are helping these children become self-sufficient. They are giving them a future that they would not have had.
As the newly expanded Kassas family settled into their daily routine, they look forward to a long life of music and harmony together. But then 3 years ago, the family received traumatic news.
Totally unexpected. I was perfectly healthy, ended up with low-grain headaches, and it turned out to be a serious major illness. They had a large 4.2 by 4.3 centimeter brain tumor.
I felt like I was punched in the lungs. I didn't think I could take a breath. You know, it's like you take a hit here, you don't need to breathe anymore.
After brain surgery and radiation, the tumor was successfully removed, and he was on the road to recovery. But a few months ago, tumors resurfaced. George now has stage 4 cancer, and he's been given 6 months to 2 years to live.
Getting that phone call was just totally devastating. I just couldn't believe it. But no, I have my wife, and I figure that this is a wake-up call. That's how I'm looking at it.
Because of his health, George had to leave his job, and the family of 9 is now living off disability and Barbara's single income as a teacher's aide.
If this brain cancer takes my life, with the situation as it is right now, it would be a devastation for the family. My wife would be left with this house. I have to work hard all day just to make it adequate. The flooring is coming up, the trim work around the doors are falling off. This is a 4-bedroom house and we have 7 children at home. Not to mention only having 1 bathroom, but the most affected of it all is by Melody, our blind daughter. There is no straight pathway for anything. Even with her talents, it's still very hard for her to function in this house.
My biggest fear is to lose him. We really do have a very dynamic relationship. We have very, very deep love, and we've gone through quite a few things. I wish for my children that they can keep the daddy that they know and love, and we don't really think we need to ask for anything else, but it would be nice to have larger quarters and less worry for George.
With the possibility of the blessings of ABC and the people for Extreme Makeover, I would... I'm sorry, excuse me. But even if I passed away, they'd be taken care of. I hate to do this, but I'm sorry. I've had to come to terms with this too. I cannot deny reality, and this is as real as it gets. Thank you, and please help.
I don't even know what to say. You know, I don't know of a more unselfish family. Like, he just wants to know that his family's gonna be okay. But here's the really sad thing. Dad went to the hospital last night. It's not good. And they don't know if he's gonna make it. So now more than ever, we need to make his dream for his family come true. Yeah. So what do you say, can we do this for George?
Yes.
We have to. We'll bring it in here, people. Are you with me?
We're with you.
Well then let's do it. Let's go. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Good morning, Kassas family! Barbara, kids, come on out here! Hey there! Wow! Hi there! Hey, what's happening? Hi! Hi! How is everybody? Oh, I don't know. Thank you, God. So George isn't here?
No, he had to go to the hospital last night.
Okay.
The swelling in the brain tumors was real bad. He has no vision. He lost that over the weekend.
Well, hold on. Let me just ask you this. Are you okay with us being here if you guys are going through this right now?
There's no cure for this, Ty, okay? It's a bad time because it went down as it did. It's just the brain can't take all that stuff. The pressure presses down on the...
Okay. What is this going to mean for George, us being here?
He would be so thrilled.
I'm so glad we're here. Okay, here's what I want to do. Let me just chat for a second about you guys as a family. You've adopted all these kids, and you've given them a home. What is that like? I mean...
They needed one. To Julia, the best word is family. And that's what this is about, building family. You can build family through birth, adoption, step, foster. Family can be anything.
So can I ask you what?
Sure, yes.
What has it been like being a part of this family?
Oh my gosh, everything. They're giving me a new life.
And you give us so much back. It's okay. You can say.
I can't thank them enough to adopt them.
No, you don't thank me nothing. You don't owe me a thing. Okay?
It'd be wonderful. They're my heroes.
Wow. Now, normally we'd send you guys obviously on a vacation, but I know you want to be close to George. So we set up a house nearby so you guys can actually kind of take a mini vacation, and so you'll be close by.
I don't want to go anywhere without him. Oh, is that perfect?
Okay. So what do you say we do this? Let's have the kids hang out with us 19 so we can kind of find out what they like. And then you and I should see the house. Maybe we could stop by and see George.
Okay, come on.
This is something that's never happened, where we surprise a family with great news, and the person who wanted it most, who wished for this to happen for his family, is not even there. He's in the hospital battling for his life. And so all we can do is make his wish, his dream come true, and do the best we can, and hope for the best.
And here we have pictures that celebrate all the people that have been in the family through birth and adoption.
Wow.
And relatives.
No kidding. You got photos of everyone. Now, let me ask you this. What is this bowl? What's it? That's a bowl of rice, right?
Yes.
Now, what is that?
In China, if your rice bowl is full, it means that you have enough and sufficient for the home. May your rice bowl always be full.
Well, it sounds like what you're talking about is this house is full of love.
Yes.
So that's definitely a Chinese culture that you've kind of brought into this home. So, I mean, is that something you want for the kids to make sure that their culture?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, who's into the old vinyl?
Well, they're all of ours. They're all of mine and all of George's.
Wow, Stevie Wonder. I can't believe he's got all this vinyl, man.
He won't part with them.
Now, that's
We love music.
So there's a lot of music and a lot of love in this house.
Exactly.
Okay. So this room is where everyone gathers. What else
Yes.
is this room used for?
Martin sleeps here. It's a big pull-out couch.
Oh, this turns into a bed or
A queen-size bed.
Oh, really? So this is Martin's bed.
Yeah, he just pulls this out.
The minute I walked into the house, the first thing you realize is the house they're living in is not working. There's barely enough room for them to get by. The thing is, it's housing 9 people, 7 of which are kids, and a lot of them are with special needs. It's not only too small, but it doesn't work for these kids. For someone like Melody, who's blind, who has to run into a wall every 2 feet, it is an injury waiting to happen. And before, it was George who would try and fix the house. And his biggest wish is to know in his heart and his mind that his family is going to be safe. And this is a little bit of everyone's artwork and pictures?
Yes. And again, everything is family, my family, family. Our family is a popular topic because that's what they celebrate.
Family of everyone, or
Yeah.
finally having one, really.
Yeah. And the more the merrier.
Can you sit down for a minute? Let me just talk to you about everything. Now, did you decide that you want to adopt kids because you were adopted
Yes.
yourself?
That was always a childhood dream. What we hoped to do was give them the best educational environment, the best well of energy to draw from. And I think if you really enrich a child's life, they can fly. And this is exactly what has happened. They're fulfilling all my dreams beyond my wildest expectations, to tell you the truth. George feels inspired by all these children, how they overcome, and he loves the family.
So who do you think this means more to? The kids or to George?
To George. It's important to the children, yes. But ultimately it's George, because he knows that this is going to be his death. There's no question of that. You don't get out of this. This was a total shock and surprise, but he knew it was a possibility.
If he was here, what do you think he would say to me, to us? What do you think he would say?
Oh.
Hey, give me your hand.
He said to me, it'll be the answer to all of my worries. Do you understand? I said, yeah, I understand. I know that you and the kids will have a sound place.
In a week. There's gonna be a new house here. It's gonna be safe and secure. George has made a choice, you know. He wants to live to the fullest that he can.
Right.
And he wants to celebrate the life that he has.
Right.
And the cool thing is he will get to witness this. I want you to have your family, and I mean every member, come home. I just want him to, I want him to know, you know, that this is happening. So let's go let him know, okay?
Absolutely.
Give me up.
Coming up.
But please let him know we're here, okay?
I will tell him.
I just somehow want him to know, fight what you gotta fight. We'll take care of your house.
Fireworks, Melody, at our house!
I actually brought a little something that I wanted to show you.
Unbelievable.
Family's not just blood. Family is love. And we're all a family this week.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
Just the fact that Stevie Wonder was there gave me another sense of hope that everything's gonna turn out fine.
Both of you guys are from China, right? Do you guys remember what it was like living over there?
No.
No, you were too little?
Yeah.
What do you think about, you know, adopting all these brothers and sisters?
Well, I was the first one who came home, and I was the one who said I wanted a baby sister. And after Celeste came home, I'm like, Mommy, can we get a bigger sister? But I didn't want that many.
Well, it seems like you guys have a really good family now, huh? All the brothers and sisters to love. If you could create your brand new house, what would you want in your room?
We want to be together.
You want to be together?
Yeah.
You guys want to be together in one room?
Yeah, and like we could have being like a teacher and a whiteboard and all that kind of stuff.
You want to be like a teacher, like a schoolroom?
I would like to be an art teacher.
You want to be an art teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think I got you girls covered.
Beautiful. Do you love music?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Is it one of your favorite things to do?
Yes.
So this is your room,
Yeah.
and you share it with who?
Alien and Celeste.
Tell me about your family here.
I had a wonderful family. I love my mom and daddy. They're all wonderful. And we do everything together.
So has it been pretty rough with Dad being sick?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Everything is kind of like down.
Down. So what do you think a new house will mean for you guys?
I think it will be easier for my daddy, and it will be easier for everybody
Yeah.
to live here, yes.
So is there anything special that I can do for you to make things easier?
I need a bookshelves.
Now, I'm looking back
got
over
lots
here
of
in the
books.
corner. I see all these books. Are these Braille books?
From here to here is the Bible, but I only got half.
So the Bible is this and this in Braille?
Yes. If I got the whole thing, I would take like 2 shelves.
Okay. Melody is an awesome, normal, happy, articulate, bright girl who happens to be blind. You know, she's so smart. She loves to learn. She loves to read. It's my goal this week to just make life a little bit easier, give her a little bit more independence. She's gonna have her own bathroom, her own walk-in closet, her own desk, everything she needs to thrive.
So this is the family piano?
Yeah.
So do you play this?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Can you play a little bit for me?
I just make up stuff, so.
So Chris, you're a pretty talented guy.
Yeah.
Now,
I guess.
you love the piano, and what else do you like?
I also like electric guitar, playing metal songs, making up my own stuff most of the time.
Wow. You know, your folks are pretty amazing.
Yeah, they are.
How old were you when they first decided to adopt kids?
Gosh, I think I was like 8, 9.
And what was your first thought when they told you?
I was pretty excited because I was like the only child at home at that time. So it was a pretty cool thing.
Like, I couldn't notice. What are they? I couldn't help but notice these, are these trains?
Mhm.
Yeah? Like, what's this stuff?
Train.
Is this your train?
Mm-hmm.
So you like trains?
Oh, he loves trains.
That's pretty cool. I loved trains when I was a kid, too. I'm designing 2 rooms this week, one for Chris and one for Martin. I have 4 sisters, no brothers, and I'm the youngest, so I know exactly what Chris needs for his music room, and I definitely, Martin being the youngest, know what he needs for his railroad room.
Okay, now, whose room is this?
That's Julia's room.
So this is your room, yeah? I noticed this on our way in.
Yeah.
Made in China, loved in the USA. That's so cool. How long have you guys been here?
Oh, you're here. 5
5
years. 4 years.
And now, how has it been different living here in America?
You got free. You can go to school anywhere you want.
Now, for Julia, was there school in China?
No school in China. They're
No.
deaf, no school. She has no language. She can't talk to anybody.
But now you have American sign
No,
language.
she has sign language. Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. Now tell me what you girls like. What are your interests and hobbies?
I love the ocean.
You do?
Yes, my favorite.
You have shells and
Yeah.
love the beach. What about you?
Yeah.
Do you like the beach?
You like beach? Girl. Ocean? Girl. Sky, she likes sky.
What is this? Sunrise?
Girl.
You like the sky and you like the water. Like the land and
both,
sea.
Yeah.
Julia is 13 years old and Aileen is 15 years old. And these are both girls that were adopted later in life. So they remember their culture. They remember what it was like being at the orphanage. And they've been through a lot in their short lives. Julia was born deaf, and just a few years ago, she was finally able to learn sign language. She had no language back in China. And now here she is excelling. I really want to be sensitive to what each of the girls needs this week.
So what do you say we meet up with the rest of your family? See where
Well, meet our family.
what is it? Meet?
Meet.
Meet the family?
The family, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
So after I kind of looked around the house with Mom and the designers were hanging out with the kids, Mom and I got on the bus and went to the hospital so that we could actually, hopefully, tell George that we're here, knowing that his condition is not good. He's fighting for his life. I didn't want to go into the room. This is a moment between a husband and a wife. I just somehow want him to know that those fears, those worries about his family, we can get rid of those. We can let him know, fight what you gotta fight. We'll take care of your house.
He does make me a very proud wife. And I thank you for honoring him with your respectful treatment of all of us, too.
Oh, please let him know we're here, okay?
I will tell him.
Okay.
And if his vision is there and he could see you, he would know. But I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I will do my best.
Okay.
And I'll also hug him for me, okay?
Here, give me a hug before you go in there.
Thank you for this.
Okay.
Bring Walkers. George. Babe, we had our prayers answered, honey. Ty Pennington is out there. It's going to happen, honey. We're going to be okay. I had to tell you. I love you. You make me so proud to be your wife.
George has got a fight that he may not be able to win. His battle got a lot harder the day before we get here. This could be a dying man's last wish. We need to make it come true.
Ty, thank you for coming here and treating my husband with dignity and the respect
because to not include him in a process that he was hoping for.
Hope. We got hope. Right? Hey, here's the good news. You and the kids are gonna be close, okay? So you guys can check in daily if you want.
Yeah.
Let's get you with the kids.
Okay. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Here we go. All right. Okay, watch your step. Come on, everybody. When you look at these kids and you think about what they had and where they came from and where they are now because of George and Barbara, your heart just swells. And to know that George wasn't there and that his health is so unpredictable right now, what the future holds is scary for this family. What we do know is that he has a wish, and that's that his family is in a safe home, a secure home, and it allows the family to continue to grow and prosper. So this week, that's what we're doing. We're gonna build this house, and we're gonna put this family in a home that he wants them in.
Bye, sweetie.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
How's he doing?
It's kind of tough to say. I think all we can really do right now is hope. But he hoped and prayed that we would come help his family get in a safe, secure house. That's what we need to focus on.
Absolutely.
That's what we can do. Let's make that dream come true.
Gotta get it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's think good thoughts.
Brought to you in part by our partners at Sears.
Michael, how's it going over there?
Beautifully.
It sounds beautiful, but we should probably get it out of here.
So we should get our zither on.
Yes, let's
Okay,
zither on
Get
out
the
of
zither
here.
out.
Can this boat go faster?
Staying close and being close to my husband was of paramount importance to me. The children had a release and they had fun. For them, I think it was very soothing, and that was a blessing. You guys know a mother's heart and a wife's heart.
George would be so happy that we're embracing the culture of his children, because where you come from is extremely important, and never forgetting where you come from is especially important. And I was looking around at demo, and I didn't feel like I was in Tallahassee. I felt like I was in China. This is really cool.
Design team, we've got some incredible builders this week. We've got Jake Middleton, John Parker with Middleton Parker Builders. These guys really are going to change our lives this week, and I think with our help, we're going to do something huge. So thanks for being here, man.
No problem.
Now, anything you guys want to say before we start this off?
We want to thank everybody here for your support of this family. It's unbelievable what George and Barbara have done as far as opening up their home for these kids from across the world, and it's just unbelievable. And we thank y'all for giving this week. It's our chance to give back, and we're going to give back. And what we're going to do is we're going to adopt the Kassas family this week, Tallahassee.
So what do you say? Should we let them know we're all here? Oh, yeah! Hello, Kassas family. Hi, Barbara, kids, I know you guys have been going through so much, but Barbara, you and George have really given these guys something they've never had, which is love and a family, and to know that they belong. I know it's tough with George's medical condition right now, but I know that his wish is to make sure that his family, his kids, are in a safe and secure home. Well, this week, we're gonna try and give him that dream, that wish. But to do it, it's going to take a whole community, and they want to say hi. Say hi, everybody!
Look at them! Tallahassee! Oh, Tallahassee.
Are you ready, people? Yeah! Let's do some demos!
The red and yellow dragon parade. They're coming in, Melody.
The dragon is basically a sign of good fortune. And that's what this week is all about.
Oh, this is awesome.
Let's hit it!
Fireworks, Melody, at our house.
It was fireworks and dragons, and to see everybody is so awesome.
It's kind of pretty crazy.
Really shocking to see the house just go, you know, and the fireworks. That was cool. It was really cool how they incorporated the Chinese culture for my family. My dad would have loved to see all the support that the community put into our house. It was really awesome.
It's gone! Well, guys, this really has been a night of celebration. We're celebrating the lives of these special needs kids. We're also celebrating George's life and his fight for it. We're also celebrating his wish, which is for his family and his kids to be able to live in a safe and healthy home. Life is fragile, but your home doesn't need to be. And I cannot wait for you guys to come home and celebrate together. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, group hug. Come on. Come on, Martin. Melody, hug, hug, hug.
One of George's wishes is that his family have a safe and secure house to live in. Well, one of the materials we're using to ensure that that happens is this coated material. It's a green plywood. Now, it's a moisture barrier and an air barrier, so it's going to keep the family safe for years to come.
Now, as you know, Melody's blind, so we designed this house to make it as easy for her as possible to get around. Nice, long, wide hallways. There'll be a chair rail for her to hang on to find her way. And check this out. There's no obstacles like in the old house. This house is wide open. It's perfect for Melody, and it's perfect for the whole family.
This week I've got a really busy week. I've got 4 girls to take care of, 2 different rooms. Now the first room I'm doing is Celeste and Phoenix. They're getting a schoolhouse room, and this is about what it's gonna look like. Now for the older girls, Aileen and Julia, this is what I'm thinking, kind of a sea and sky theme in there. All right, if only it were that easy to build it this fast.
So this week I'm designing a bedroom for Barbara and George, man, and this is gonna be one of the pieces that becomes a pretty cool bed. Now I'm doing it in a way that I think not only honors George, but also the things he loves. You know, his kids, their heritage. The one thing that I know he really loves is listening to music. That's what helps him relax. So I want to give him a room that if he can come home, he's got a place where he can chill, he can heal, he can get better, and this could be one of the coolest beds I've ever done.
So this week, besides the house and Melody's room, I'm working on a very special room. It's the music room. This family loves music, and I've gotten my hands on a baby grand piano for these guys. Now, what I have here is a bunch of old instruments that have seen their day, but I'm gonna recycle them. I'm gonna lacquer them in white paint and hang them over the piano, sort of like an art installation. What's cool about this is gonna be a room where the family can come together, relax, hang out, and enjoy their love of music.
This week, I'm working on Martin's Railroad Room, and I've come to a local collector's museum because I hear they have a pretty impressive exhibit on trains, and I want to get some inspiration for the room. Martin was the last child that the Kassas adopted from China. When Martin was living in China, he had nothing. When he came to America, he fell in love with American trains. So it was a no-brainer. I had to give him a train room. This landscape has given me an incredible idea about Martin's room. I want to actually take all of these ideas and put it in his room with murals, with trains, everything, so he's actually living in this world.
Well, this week, one of the rooms I'm working on is Aileen and Julius, and it's a sea and sky room, so I thought I'd come down to the beach, get a little insight from the girls, and get inspired myself.
Since George is still in the hospital, and we know Barbara wants to go visit him quite a bit. So with the family being so close, I thought I would head over there, give Mom a little alone time with George at the hospital, and take the opportunity to meet with Julia and Aileen. For them, it's not about going to a faraway land or this vacation. It's about staying close to Dad, and that's what meant so much to this family.
Okay, so wanted to let you guys know I'm working on your rooms, and I wanted to come to the beach to get some pictures.
She wants to come here to take pictures.
Maybe we could draw stuff in the in the sand, and then I could take pictures of that to bring back to your room. I know one son. Let me see.
Whoa, that's I love your son. Wow, that's
Is that
good? Yeah.
These are two amazing girls. You know, they've been through so much in their young little lives, yet they have smiles on their faces, and they're happy. They've got so much love for one another, and I know they've got a lot on their minds. They've got a lot that they're going through. And I'm just hoping that I can capture what they love and what inspires them, just so I can take that worry away from them.
How do you say glad to see you?
Happy.
Happy
to
see you.
See you.
Happy to see you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys are so close. I just can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait for you guys to come home.
I can't wait either.
Okay, friends, it's time to talk numbers here. It is day 4. We've got 3,600 square feet we're building here on one floor for 9 people. 27-foot-high ceilings, 96 windows in this house. We're using 450 sheets of sheetrock. We have 153 yards of concrete. We have over 2,500 volunteers this week who will drink over 3,000 cups of coffee. 3,001. Can I get a cup of coffee, please? Next city stop is Martin's Railroad Room. Now, as you can see, our plumbing is in, our windows and insulation are in, the electricity is in. Now, the next city stop on this train is the city of drywall. So let's get to work, gentlemen.
This is the bed for Julia here, and the whole room is kind of like a sea sky theme. So you can see down below, starts with the dark blue for the sea, goes to the light blue for the sky, and this right here, once it's covered with white fabric and batting, well, it'll look more like that.
Okay, here you go, guys. Okay, this is Melody's bed. We're actually in a container because we're about to ship this off to be painted. It's gonna be painted just like a car. It'll be lacquered. It's gonna be completely smooth. Orange on the outside, white on the inside. The reason I designed this like this is because everything that she approaches, she feels, and she feels the texture of this. It'll be very smooth. This round circle will guide her into her bed. The room sort of has a circle theme. I think when she finds this and discovers it, she's gonna love it.
Are you Rich?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm
Thank
Paige.
you. I'm
It's
Rich
nice to
Fogel.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What I understand is that you were diagnosed with the same cancer that the dad, George, of our family has. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am. I've had the brain surgery. They took out about a 6-centimeter tumor, about half the size of a tennis ball.
But I mean, I'm looking at you. You're this big, strong guy. I mean, you don't seem sick in the least bit to me.
It'll make me tired,
right?
But it really hasn't made me sick.
And what is the diagnosis from here? Does this mean like you're done, you're cancer-free, you have nothing to worry about, or what does it mean?
I'm not cancer-free. I mean, the brain cancer, they can never get rid of all of it. The expectancy is 10 to 14 months. You know, I've been 19 already.
That's amazing.
Rich was actually diagnosed with the same cancer that George has and was given the same prognosis. And here he is, looking great. You know, for me, it was such an inspiration because, you know, we didn't get to see George. He didn't get to run out of the house. Yet, I see Rich working on the house 19 months later, and it just gives me hope that the same thing will happen to George.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Hello?
Ty, it's Barbara. I got somebody here who wants to say something to you.
This is George.
George? Is this really you, man?
Yes.
George, oh my God, you're actually talking. I just want you to know, listen, man, hey, we're here, okay?
Wonderful.
You focus on getting stronger, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ty.
Barbara, hey, thanks for putting him on. You have no idea how.
I'm starting to cry, Ty. Ty, we love you.
I love you guys, man. I'm telling him I'm so happy that he's aware that we're here, man. This is so awesome. You tell him to get some rest because we're hoping to bring everybody home this week, including him, okay?
All right, Ty. God love you.
Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Bye. For him to know that his dream is going to come true is about the greatest news we could get right now. Now, hopefully he can, get some strength back, he can get some rest, and who knows, maybe we'll bring this entire family home at the end of the week. Now that is what I call a miracle. That's dude, that's awesome. Things like that don't happen every day. Good stuff.
Now, the renovation continues.
Good morning, Kassas family!
A family adopts children with special needs to give them a better life.
If we didn't have any mom and dad, we would still be in an orphanage in China.
But a father's battle with cancer leaves him fighting for his own future and desperate to secure theirs.
If they got makeover and I died, they would have a place to live. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
This is something that's never happened, where we surprise a family with great news, and the person who wanted it most is not even there. He's in the hospital battling for his life.
Thank you for coming here, because to not include him in a process that he was hoping for.
This could be a dying man's last wish. We need to make it come true.
And tonight, a heartfelt performance by Stevie Wonder.
What I see yourself and George as being two earth-like angels.
And will fulfill a hero's dream.
Okay, so check this out. This is really cool. Here we have a roll of flat galvanized metal. It goes into this machine, runs through here, and comes out on the other end. This is our roofing material. It's like a tongue-and-groove roof. The cool thing about this, what's great for the family, this will last twice as long as a regular roof.
Right, well, this week I'm working on 2 rooms, and this one right here is for Phoenix and Celeste's schoolhouse room. Now, no schoolhouse is complete without a bell, so that goes there. Perfect. Can you guys help me put this up there? Excellent. So now the beds are gonna go underneath this, so anytime the girls want, Perfect. School will be in session.
You know what? I'm actually not very good at this, but I'll tell you who is. Chris. Not only does he love playing the piano, he loves composing his own music. That's why I've designed his music stand to be the best of both worlds, his piano stand and his desk, so he can play the piano and the desktop comes up and he can compose all his music. Now, since his music composition room has got a very cool coffee house lounge vibe to it, we're upholstering the entire desk in this very cool tuck and roll kind of theme. So it's gonna have a hip look for a very hip dude. And you know what? I'm Johnny the upholsterist, and I'm here all week. This is my upholsterer. Thanks for coming.
One of my goals this week is to give Melody her independence and to help her experience and discover her new house. I've asked our awesome architects, how you guys doing?
Hey, Michael, how are you?
To create this model. This is, what scale is this, guys?
3/16.
3/16, so what that means is 3/16 of an inch to each foot. This will allow her to really feel her new home before she goes in and sees it. So check this out. Roof comes off. This is our great room. Kitchen's in here. This is the hallway. We'll go down. This is not finished. Her bedroom will be back here. So tell me, what did you put into this design?
We incorporated a lot of the ideas of universal design, trying to understand how disabled people are able to experience the house by using linear lines and real simple forms.
Wow. In the old house, it was not easy for Melody to get around. There were lots of turns and little catty corner areas. It was difficult for her to get to her room. The new house, it's all about open spaces, a clean floor plan. I want to make this house look and feel just like any other house that we would do. But it happens to have a lot of forethought put into it for Melody. So I'm excited to see her discover that. Nice work, you guys. Thank you so much. This is huge.
Michael.
You bet.
What is going on here?
We are making some awesome cards for George.
It looks like a little arts and crafts time is going on over here.
All of these awesome people in our community. We've had kids out here. They are coming out and making the cards for George.
So how many people do you think have come through and made cards?
Hundreds. I have a whole bag full of cards.
This community has been so supportive of this family, whether they know them personally or just heard their story. The Kassas family inspires people. And so many of the people in the community got together and made cards for the family. Get well cards for George, welcome home cards for the family, and it just shows you how much this family is loved by so many people in the community. And I thought, you know, with this overwhelming support that the family should see this. Johnny and I headed on down to the beach house and gave the family a little surprise.
Hi, guys!
Hi, sweetheart.
So we're so excited to come down and see you guys. And I actually brought a little something that I wanted to show you. Everyone made cards for George, like a lot of get well cards. Look at all this. All of these cards. I want you guys to see, I want you guys to look at these.
Look at this, Mel, you can see how many. Can you feel?
Oh my gosh.
I know, keep feeling. There's so many.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. They put the whole bag of cards on the table. And I read that, I was, wow, that much people care about my dad. They care for us. He will get better soon. God will help him out. My dad will be back.
Since we brought so many cards to you guys from all the volunteers, we thought maybe you would like to all maybe make a get well card for your dad.
Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can prepare themselves to lose a parent. Those are your heroes. And to potentially lose him is beyond tragic. Yes, those cards were for George, but they were also very therapeutic for the kids because they could articulate their feelings and their love for their dad. You and George have 7 awesome kids, 6 of whom you adopted from China. Some have special needs. With all the medical needs, I mean, it's pretty daunting. Well, our friends at CVS Pharmacy heard how incredible you are. And that's why they started a family fund worth $100,000. And that's to go to any medical needs that you may have. What do you think of that, guys?
Unbelievable. When Johnny told us about the gift from CVS, I felt like fainting. In order to adopt a special needs child, you have to have a plan of care, a promise that the children will be taken care of. And the children right now could use additional surgeries or treatments. When George went to the emergency room and we knew that things were going downhill, and with only me working, this meant to me that I could not complete that promise of care. With CVS giving us this money, it's an answer to all the prayers and all the worries, and we are extremely grateful.
Congratulations, you guys.
So the house is coming along, man, and what's really incredible is the house is finally becoming a home. And we're putting plants in the ground. What's incredible is George's dream is really starting to happen. I mean, these guys are gonna be able to finally get roots. And just like the plants, they're gonna thrive and they're gonna grow. And that's all George has ever wanted for his family. And we are gonna make that happen.
Okay, so it's the afternoon of day 5, and we've got good mayhem going on in here. We're here in the kitchen, we've got the cabinets in, countertops went in last night, which are beautiful. This is the dining room. We've got wallpaper going up on the walls right now, which looks great. Here is a little study area that we've created for them. There'll be a desk here with computers and all kinds of cool stuff. And this is Melody's room, and I'm really excited to be taking care of this room for her this week. I'm doing a theme with circles and orange and pink, but that's not really what's so important. It's about Melody and taking care of her needs. She has her own walk-in closet. She has her own bathroom. This room will be full of Braille equipment. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna give her independence like she's never had before.
There are so many families in this area that have been inspired by the Kassas family and their story about adoption. And I heard a couple of these families are in the builder's tent, so I'm gonna go check it out. Hey, oh, how are you? So are you guys friends of the Kassas family? Yeah. Do you know them?
All connected because we've been to China and kind of traveled the same journey.
Not only do Barbara and George create such a wonderful example for families who are adopting, but they actually go out into their community and speak on behalf of adoption and help other families who are considering adoption. And I got an opportunity to meet with some of these families who have adopted kids from Asia. And it was so amazing to sit and talk with them and find out how Barbara and George inspired them.
The Kassas family is just awe-inspiring, and we are actually on a journey to our second daughter now, who is special needs, partly because of the Kassas family, and she talked to us, and we knew that we could do it. And that is our little one that we'll be traveling to get in 3 or 4 months. So this is her.
That is her.
That's Annalie's new sister.
Are you excited to have a new baby sister? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Oh, they're so cute. I look around, I see all of you guys who have been touched by this family, and it makes me realize what an inspiration this family is. I would love to get pictures of you guys so that I can put in their house just so they know how many lives they've affected. Would that be all right with you guys?
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that I got some pictures just to let Barbara and George know what an inspiration they've been. You know, they don't see themselves as an inspiration. They see themselves as just living their life, yet everyone in the community sees how they impact everyone else. And I really want them to know that.
Thank you, guys. Oh, bye. Thank you. Thank you for the loves. Thank you, guys.
It's a starfish!
I'm glad you could come. So, I'm thinking that you would probably like some free time so you can go visit George. And you guys are coming with me to Sears on a shopping spree where you can all get brand new clothes for everybody. How does that sound? Does that sound good?
It was so great to see the family just having a great time at the beach house, letting their hair down and just being together as a family. Barbara is an unbelievable woman. She's so inspiring and she's so strong for those kids. Those kids, they look up to her because they never had anyone who loved them unconditionally. And she's that woman, and George is that man, and for him to not be there was obviously devastating for her. Say hi to George for us, and I will have fun with these guys, okay?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so much.
It's our treat. Thank you. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon, okay? All right.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye!
Bye.
You two grab a cart, and you and I, we're going shopping.
We normally don't get to put all the clothes in the carts like that. It was really cool.
Are you excited? Look at a nice suit for this, huh? That's good. You like that one?
It was pretty crazy. Just grab it every day.
Okay. The kids loved going shopping at Sears. This family runs on a tight income, and to be able to go nuts in Sears and pick out all your spring wardrobe, they had a ball. I personally am a little worn out.
All right, out, let's go, 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 everybody! Okay, folks, so it's 24 hours before the family comes home, and we're actually in really good shape. Now, we've got all kinds of finishing work going on. They're finishing up the roof, the trim, the paint, the landscaping is going in. Let's go inside and see how it looks. Now, in order to give Melody her independence, we've done something pretty amazing. This is a barcode reader. Everything in the house has been labeled. Pretty cool. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, I'm here in the sea and sky room. Now, Aileen's bed is down there under the sea, and as you can see up here, I'm up in the clouds. This is Julia's bed. All I have to do is attach these clouds, and we're ready to go.
Excellent. This week I'm working on Martin's railroad room. Now, if you remember in the old house, he didn't have his own bedroom. He slept on the sofa. Well, a lot has changed this week. Check out his new caboose bed. Now, the mattress will be here. There's gonna be a trundle drawer here that actually holds an electric train set that he can play with. Now, coming off the caboose, a beautiful mural all the way to the engine, which is gonna hold his TV and his desk, because Martin loves to draw. Now, with this train room and Martin's imagination, he can go anywhere in the world. Come on, fellas, let's go.
John, Jake, how we doing? This looks incredible, seriously.
We're done.
Yep. Really?
Bring them home.
You guys got some keys?
Bring them home.
All right, people, we got the keys. Let's move in some furniture.
This is about finishing what George started. Seeing that furniture going into the house, knowing that every child is going to have their own space designed for them, it makes you realize that that dream is coming true. It's a tough place to be because you want so desperately for him to be able to witness it. But I think what we have to do is we have to cross our fingers and do what the family has done, which is hope.
Hey, George. Got some cards here for you. Okay? Look at this. Is this awesome? I know you can't see them, but you feel all of this? Earlier in the week, we had great expectations that it would be possible for George to have been present for Reveal Day. And then he took a tremendous turn for the worse. He is blind for now. So when I took his hands, those big, strong hands, and I took them and I put them on the cards so that he could feel them. And he felt that lots of somebodies cared on this planet. And so I want his spirit and his mind to know that his wishes for his family are done.
that it's a completed work. Hello?
Hey, sweetie.
So listen, I'm calling to check on George.
We had some blood pressure issues, and it was going up high, and now, unfortunately, has gone way down the other way. So it doesn't look like he will be able to get to the reveal or to see the house. He's quite fragile right now.
You let him know that tomorrow he may not be able to be here, but we are bringing his family home, and that as soon as he's well enough, he's going to be able to come home.
Thank you, Ty. Bye. Good night.
Good night. George isn't going to be able to make it for us moving the bus. He's still in the hospital, which is where he needs to be right now. But I'm so glad that he's aware of the fact that we're bringing his family home to a safe and healthy place where he doesn't have to worry about their future.
Okay, George. Good night, hon.
When I got out of the limo, I was just amazed to see so many people out there. It blew me away. It was awesome that there was so much support from the community and Tallahassee as a whole. My dad would have loved to see all the support for our family. It's been hard to see my dad struggle like this week, but I have a feeling that things will turn out for the better, and I'm really hopeful for the future.
This week, it's really been about the things that worry George. And his biggest worry is about whether or not you guys have a safe home.
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, I think if anything can prove it, it's moving this bus and seeing for yourself exactly what we've been able to do.
Yes.
You guys ready to see what's behind this bus?
Yes!
You know what to say. Here we go. Bus driver, move that bus!
It's beautiful.
So big.
It's ginormous. And it's all one level. Oh, it is gorgeous.
When the bus moved, I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's my house. My old house is way too small. Just everything is fell apart. The new house is unbelievable and awesome and amazing. It's a new life, a new beginning. And that was my daddy's wish. We could get a safe house to live in. He don't have to worry at the hospital.
If you love the house, you got to give a big hug to our builders, John and Jake from Nelson Parker Homes.
Absolutely.
Come on out here, John, Jake.
How you did all this? You're a wonderful person.
How you did all this?
And just an incredible family. And you've been in our prayers.
Come on,
You're welcome.
shake hands.
Hey, sweetie.
So I think Melody might want to feel this. Our architects here actually have a model. And they wanted to make sure that Melody had a three-dimensional model where she can actually feel it and kind of like, get to know the house.
This is great, so she can feel it and she'll be able to space it out, get a mind map. Yes.
Right. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
The model house helps me understand what the house looks like. I like to feel the house. It helps me see it. It means so much to me to have a new house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've given us a beautiful home.
I was real happy we were able to provide a scale model of the house so that Melody could see what's behind the bus also. My wish for the family is that they get to be a family and that George is around and that get to enjoy the home. And it allows him to focus more on getting better.
And of course, we can't forget the design team. Of course, Johnny, Paige, and Michael.
I think the biggest thing I learned this week is that it doesn't matter where you're from, your ethnicity, or where you were born, but coming together as a family means being there for one another and wrapping your arms around someone when they need something. This family needed us this week. And no matter what happens with George, just to know that they're loved so much by us and this community, and family's not just blood, family is love, and we're all a family this week.
This whole week, you know, we've been thinking about George really basically every day, just like you guys have. I do truly wish he could be here. I know he wants you guys to be safe and secure, but I also know he wants you guys to live life and celebrate that. And so that's what this really is. Guys, I've been wanting to say this all week. Go check out your brand new house. Go check it out. Go ahead. Barbara, guys, go check out your brand new house. Go check it out. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, look at the kitchen.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I
Look at how tall the ceiling is.
When I walked through that door, I felt peace. This is what our dream was. The old home, it was inadequate. Inadequate size, inadequate safety. Now this new home, it's not only happy and joyful, it is safe. Melody has a straight run down that hallway. It's a piece of art. The only thing better would have been to have George walk in there with me.
So guys, what do you think of your new house?
Oh, Ty, it is gorgeous.
Yeah!
Come on, Melody.
It's awesome, isn't it?
So beautiful, so nicely appointed. It's gorgeous.
Michael did such a great job in the living room. Check this out. These are 27-foot ceilings. Gigantic fireplace.
Oh my goodness, look.
Of course, you remember the old piano, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Polished.
Of course, bowl of rice.
Yes.
Enough, right? And the good news is now you've got a kitchen big enough where you guys can prepare lots of food. Now, Melody, this is something I want to show you. Now, this is very cool. Now, what this does is this actually scans whatever is in the pantry, just like at the grocery store, right? You go, doot, except this will actually tell you what you're holding.
You're kidding. What? Oh my gosh.
Now, here's what's cool. Now, see these barcodes?
Chocolate chips.
See? So now you won't have as much trouble trying to find things in the kitchen. You'll be able to actually kind of lend a hand.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The scanner, that's really cool. This gives Melody freedom to make her own choices and to grow. It's a tremendous gift. It's not only for her knowledge, it's also for her dignity and for her self-esteem as a human being and as an older child going to be a wonderful blind woman.
Check this out. A cool little study area. So we thought you might need to see some of the faces of the families that you guys inspire. The impact you guys have is incredible.
Oh my goodness gracious. I love it.
So, you guys like the house so far?
Yeah!
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot more house to see, guys. Go check out the rest of your house!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is crazy!
This is It's totally cool. I love my new room because I never had a room. I never had an actual room. In my old house, I just sleep in a couch and my bed is in the living room. Now I have an actual room for myself. I can do anything. This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh! I love the oceans. I love my bed. When I walk in my room, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's my room. I love the ocean, the sky, the birds, and the waves. The sea makes me feel relaxed and it feels I'm in heaven.
Okay, Melody. Go on. If you want to start over here. Okay, what you got?
Books.
What are they? Yes, all your Braille books.
What's this? Huh? I got more books.
Yes, the Holy Bible. They got it for you.
Oh my God.
Look at it, Melody, go straight across.
The whole Bible?
The whole Bible.
When I went to my room, I was so happy. I got the whole Bible in Braille. My bed, my closet, and the shower, and the bathroom. I love my new room because it's just made for me.
If you can feel this right here with your hands, I don't know if you can feel this.
Yeah.
Okay, now what this is, say you've got an email, this turns text into Braille.
Oh my God.
This is like a scanner, and this turns text into voice.
Yeah.
It actually scans it, reads it, and then voices it back to you. So you can scan a book, you can scan anything written.
I can read my own books.
Exactly, because this will actually put it into a voice for you.
This is absolutely amazing. Wow. Look at those guitars. Oh, nice. When I saw my room, I was flabbergasted. I really couldn't say anything when I first came in there, and I was just like, oh my God, look at those keyboards. The first thing I want to show my dad is my room, because he's gonna love it too. And maybe talk about music, which is what I love to do, and what he loves to do. And it really fits my personality. I think my room was perfect in every sense possible.
When I walked in my schoolhouse room, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. We had a lot of paper and stuff, and we had nice clothes, a little activities, puzzles, games for school pretend. And I'm so lucky, I think.
You guys like the schoolroom?
We love it!
It's cool, right?
It's awesome.
So I love the desks. They each have their own desks. Of course, the recess bell, which means either class is in session or it's recess. All the closets in the house and everybody's room are filled with clothes from our partners at Sears.
That is just amazing. This is just beautiful.
So guys, what do you say? Should we do class dismissed?
No!
Come on! It's recess. Let's go see some more house.
Yes, let's go, let's go.
There's always time to learn. I know this week hasn't been easy, and I know it's about the celebration of life that what makes George so special. This week, I wanted to make your master bedroom my project. Do me a favor, go check out your new master bedroom.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this bed. Never had anything like this. Never would have dreamed it possible. So delicate, so beautiful. Oh, the vinyl. Oh, his music. It's all here, honey. You just gotta come home for a little bit. Short time, long time. I want you home. You have to see this. If he was to come home, hopefully, God willing, it's a place to heal. It's a place to rest and relax, and he could feel it, you know, and I could tell him about it. And I hope if his sight comes back, he could see the colors and the art. The bathroom is wide enough so that with a wheelchair I could get George through. The shower stall is wide. It has their handrails. However many days we are granted, it's where I can love him and care for him. Look at this bed. This is so artistic, so beautiful, so personal, and these are the best pictures of the children.
This is meant to be a place where you can wake up and look at the lives of the kids that you've saved. And you know, this is meant to be a place where you guys can rest and heal.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, this is for George.
Yes, sir.
You show him this to let him know that this really came true,
Yes.
that this really happened, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right, now let's grab the kids, because there's something I want you all to see. Come on. Okay, here's the thing. There's a room that I really think you guys need to see.
Yes.
Because I think it's going to mean a lot. You can probably hear a little bit in the background. Do me a favor. Walk right through that door over there. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
That's, of course, Stevie Wonder.
George, in 1976, went to a concert and saw Stevie Wonder perform. And that profoundly touched him. It was the most awe-inspiring concert he had ever been to. And so when I walked into that room, I said, George would not believe this, that our house is blessed with the presence of a living legend, Stevie Wonder. Stevie, God bless you. Thank you so much for coming.
Whatever y'all need me to do, I'm here for you all today.
Well, here's what I want you to know. Barbara's standing here with her 7 kids. We're talking about a beautiful family, and for you to bring the joy of music into their home, which is the one thing that they cherish so much, is just, it's awesome.
Well, you see, I'm the fortunate one because what I see yourself and George as being two earth-like angels, two angels, to do what you all are doing and what you have done. So I'm very, very excited about just being here. No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away. But what it is something true, made up of these 3 words that George wants to say to you. I am here because he loves you. I am here.
It was pretty moving when I found out that Stevie Wonder actually adjusted the song to make it fit her family and what's going on right now. Just the fact that Stevie Wonder was there blew our whole family away, and the fact that he cared too, it gave me another sense of hope that everything's gonna turn out fine.
I am here because he loves you. I am here because I know how much he cares.
When I first come to America, I didn't speak any English. Music helped us to communicate to my family. I want to thank my parents, what they had done to adopt us, and they are my heroes. And from the bottom of my heart, I said thank you. Thank you very much.
Just to show he means it from all his heart. Oh, his heart. Love you from the bottom of our hearts. Hey.
Wow.
Thank you, Stevie, and gracing and blessing this house with your presence, your awesome reputation, and your love of music for these children and this family.
It's from the heart.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
It's from the heart.
There is a lot of love in this family, and the one thing that really kind of brings them all together is their love of music. So to have Stevie Wonder singing and playing this beautiful music is an incredible gift. But it also makes you miss George, because you know that he shares their love. We are all here for George. This is the dream, this is his wish. So it's really tough that he can't be here. And I hope that him knowing that we're doing this for his family, they're gonna be okay, gives him the strength to pull through. It was our honor this week to be able to really make George's wish come true and give you guys a home that you guys can know you're gonna be safe in. And I think it's gonna take one of the worries George has. And what do you think George would say right now, Mark?
He wouldn't have any words, Stevie, but he'd definitely tell you that you are the most awesome, and thank you so much for coming. I have to thank every person who volunteered, or every person who donated, or every person who moved things, carried things, laid sod, everything. And I can't imagine a community stepping forward like this. I can just promise that we will always respect the home, and we will never forget you. You've made a miracle. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Kassas family. Welcome home.
Hi. Hey, George. Oh. You see this? The architects made this. Feel it? It is awesome, George, awesome. Honey, this is what you prayed for, remember? I had no idea this was gonna turn out this way.